Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe, and this is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Today is episode number 209 of the Level Up program and day number 49 of the Brown Belt. We're shooting from stick right 1 today, and I noticed there's a little bit of a delay going on with the live stream today. A little bit of a lag, if you will. But anyhow, we're going to continue on. Again, like I said, we're going to stick right 1. If you're new to the program, this is all about learning how to shoot the dice and practice a trend-based betting system. If you're playing along with Crapsee, the code today is P9E8T2. And you can also click on that live tab on Crapsee and it will bring you to the table as well. Let's get KPI roll tracker engaged here. And we're going to get started right away. We're going to start off with that 5-4-5-4 hardway set. And yesterday I had 2 good rolls. I had 2 really poor rolls. And the real poor rolls, I just happened to start betting a lot on, just more than what I normally would have done. So I actually lost some money yesterday. So we got to make some ground up and try to get that going right now again. We have 5 people in Crapsee right now. We have 4 people watching on YouTube. And in the chat, we got Roger from OMC Craps, and we got Uncle Hoku. So welcome everybody. Make sure you do say hi in YouTube if you are here. So let's go all bets set here. And whoops, we didn't set our bets. I'm sorry. We're going to redo this again. We're going to go with a $10 pass line bet. We're going to go with a $2 craps check. And we'll call that all bets set. I'll give you just a second or two to get your bets in again because I did reset it. So make sure you get your bets in, everyone. Click that button. And all bets set here. Okay, 5-4-5-4 hard set. Stick right 1 and dice out. Kind of a sloppy first throw, but we have a 3-6-9. That'd be the center field 9. That was a 3, not a 1. 6, that was a 3-6. So we're going to enter in 3-6-9. A little tongue-tied today, and I'm obviously not sliding the dice the right way either. So it's a little bit of a slow start for me here. So our point is 9. We're going to go with 110 inside. We're going to go with $10 on that 4 and 10. Those will be place bets. Again, we're going to stick with that 5-4-5-4 hardware set for our first shooter. And then we're going to assess to see what we're normally having for our dice results. So that last one was 1 dice off axis. 8 people in Crapsee now. We have 8 people on YouTube. Good morning, JR. So make sure you press that button, and we got all bets set here. Dice out. Dice landed. They kind of went to the left and then they straightened out again. And we have a 3-3 double digit hard 6. So that'll be our first hit for this shooter. And what we're going to do on this one is we're going to same bet it once, and we'll see if we get 2 hits, and we'll come down that 64 across bet level. So 5-4-5-4, and that was a primary hit on that last one. Again, I announced my left die first, my right die second, and we got all bets set. These out. And again, we hit off that mixing bowl, but we have a 3-5-8. That'd be the easy 8. So we got our second hit here. And again, whenever I'm shooting from stick right, it's always hard for me to get everything reorganized because everything is backwards on my table here, as far as the keyboard goes and my stick and all that stuff. So anyhow, we got $68 brought back to the rack. We're going to take all of our bets down. We're going to go to the 64 across bet level. So we are $4 into the profit. $68 brought back to the rack. We have 64 on the table currently. And we're going to call that all bets set here, guys. And we're going to start pressing up right away when we start getting hits here. And dice out. Dice crossed at the end there. And we have a 2, 4, 6 this time, the 2x4. So I shot for the first time from stick right 1 this last weekend, and I actually did pretty good. The difference was the table that I was using was rock hard. My table is a semi bouncy table. The table I was on was super hard, and the dice actually landed and they actually stuck. And a lot of times I had them stick and then they would slide into the back wall. It was kind of neat to see. We're going to go to $18 on that 6 and 8. And again, 5 4 5 4 hardware set. And that last one was a single pitch of the dice. So we have a 1 dice off axis. We have a primary, 2 single pitches. So 3 of our 4 dice are on axis so far. And we get dice out. Regrip it. It was a little bit uncomfortable. Dice split apart slightly. And we have a 4 2 2 4 actually again. 2 4 2x4. 4 6. That's another single pitch of the dice. And we're going to press that 6 up to $30. Good morning, SJ. About to start working. He's listening in. Thank you for the have a great session comment. Drive safe, my friend, when you get to work. So we have $30 on that 6. Again, we're going to stick with the 5 4 5 4. Good morning, Jeff. Jeff had his D8 table last night. I saw that it went about an hour and a half last night. I was not able to watch it, but I did check the length of it. Alfredo did a show again last night. A little bit later it was. And then Ed Robinson put a video out last night, guys. Make sure you check that out. I'm not going to give anything away, but make sure you check it out. It was about a 6-minute video. And it has me wondering after his video. We have a 314 Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. So his video actually has me wondering a little bit. Again, I'm not going to give anything away. Make sure that you guys do go and watch it. It is a very interesting, very curious video. We're going to go to $15 on that 4 and 10. And we have 121 brought back to the rack. We have 98 on the table. And then we also had Vince Armenti put a 1 or 2 videos out last night. He has not put anything out for a while, and he was talking about online craps, what they do in Canada. I do not believe it's available here in most of the states in the United States. And if you can't get into it, I believe it is illegal to do that. But check out Vince's video also. He is always interesting. He's always kind of comedic. So Jeff says he talked a lot about the Big Joe 314 last night. He had 5 of them in 53 rolls. So 1/10 of your rolls was the Big Joe. Take it up the table. That's awesome. I had 2 or 3 Big Macs yesterday. So, dice split apart. Let's regrip them. And dice out. Dice crossed again. Another 314 Big Joe from Craps Master Journey, or from Wisconsin, as Jeff goes. So 314. That's 2 in a row. So table has ears. It does hear what people are saying. So that may be why it repeated. We're going to press that 4 up to $25. So we'll do a little bit of a collect and a little bit of a press. And we're going to make that a buy bet. And the reason we're doing that is because we're trying to make up a little bit for yesterday. Here's another one, Jeff. We're trying to make up for yesterday for the foolish betting that I did on the last 2 shooters. So we need to get back up at least to that 1,500 start mark, our starting bankroll mark today. So that's our goal at least. And we'll call that all bets set. 9 people in Crapsee. We've got 12 people watching on YouTube. We have 3 likes so far. Make sure if you're liking these videos that you do give me that thumbs up, guys. It is very much appreciated, but not necessary. Dice crossed again. And this time we have a 5-2 Bruce. Do not become shark bait. So we got to that profit area. Before we get to 7-0, we have a medium, average is considered average, but it was a medium roll in my opinion for our first shooter today. So, no, Jeff, sorry, we did not have the Big Mac. Unfortunately, Nemo must be lurking in the shadows there. Good morning, Kevin CRC. So anyhow, we had mostly single pitches on the last one. We had a couple 1 dice off axis, but let's look at what we have on our thing for mostly single pitches. So are your rolls mostly 1 dice off axis? No, they are not. So we'll go down to the bottom of the pitch of the matrix here. Are you double pitching? No, we are not. Although that last one was a double pitch. So we're going to go with that 3-2-3-6 dice set for this next shooter. We'll actually do a rhythm rolling. So we're going to set it at 3-2-3-6, and then we'll get into rhythm rolling as we get going. So 3-2-3-6 is our first throw, and I will review again how we do the rhythm rolling. So we're going to go $20 on that pass line bet. We're going to go $3 on that craps check, and we're going to go 5-5-5 on that ATS, and let's see if we can hit some numbers here. It was supposed to be a 5-4, Jeff. Yes, it was. So all that set here, guys, coming out looking for a new point. This is shooter number 2 for the day. If you guys haven't noticed, I'm starting with the dice twisted a little bit. It's hard to see on my camera view, I guess. But I was practicing today, and I watched where the dice were square when I released them. And then what I did is I brought them down, and it had a slight twist of the dice. So we're going to try that today as we go through just a slight twist of the dice. They are square to the table, but they're twisted slightly from the back wall. We'll see if that makes a difference here. And we have a 4-4 hard 8 square pair for our new point. So that is a square pair. We're going to go with our 160 cross bet level this time. And we are going to put we're going to put $10 in pass line odds out there. Good morning, Joe, or is that on another Craps Fest, another channel? You're funny, Kevin. Good morning, Wisconsin. Isn't that a show? I believe that's a show. So 3236 is our dice set. We cannot do the rhythm roll with this because anytime we have a hard way set on the top, I always go back to the 3236. So we got dice out. And here we go. Dice slipped out of my fingers when I released them, guys. That right one slipped out. Unfortunately, we got a 617, so that was a short roll that time. And that was a mechanical issue. That was not a result of the dice itself. Although the dice did show the 6-1. Damn it. Good morning, Coach Joe. But that was a slippage out of the fingers. So we're going to stick with that 3236. We really cannot count that last throw as analyzing what we're doing here. Watch out for deer, says Kevin from Crooked River Craps, and I say watch out for wild boars, and that goes to Alfredo in Texas. Again, we're going to go $20 pass line bet. We're going to go $3 craps check. We're going to go 555 on the ATS, and we're going to work on our grip here and our release and concentrate a little bit more on that. So, terrible second shooter. And we're going to go. All bets set here, guys. If you need rebuys, make sure you send them through. I will prove them. And dice out. 3236. So I need to press a little bit harder with my middle and middle finger and thumb. That was a little bit wild of a throw. 167. So that was a 1-6, not a 2-6. So let's go back to the hard way set again. Since we're throwing sixes with that one, we'll see if that changes our luck with this hard way set. Again, $20 pass line bet, $3 craps check. And 555 for the ATS. We actually made $2 off that last throw, so make sure you're not working that come out, guys. So Kevin says no wild boar population. We send them to Smithfield. All bet set. 5454 hard way set. And dice out. Again, this dice slipped out of my fingers, guys. I'm having a little bit of a grip problem right now, but we have a 538, easy 8. So I will not take any stock in the results of that one, although we got lucky. And again, remember, this is not my normal shooting position. My normal shooting position is stick right one. I'm sorry, stick left one. We're shooting for stick right one today because we are practicing to become better with it. So anyhow, we're going to go again with that 160 cross bet level. We're going to go with $10 on the pass line odds. And we will call that all bets set. Dice up. So let's do this one. So let's take a little bit deeper grip and see if that makes a difference. That time the right one slipped out slightly. The left one was good. We have a 1-3-4 Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. So that's our third Big Joe today. In as little throws as we've had today, we've had only 13 rolls or throws today so far. So we're going to take that 10 down. We'll keep the rest of them up. This is a little thing that Jacob from Wager Me This did. So $48 brought back to the rack so far. 5-4-5-4 hardway set. And we have all bets set. Make sure you guys press that I am ready button. So that way I don't have to wait too long here. And there we go. So a little bit deeper on my, just slightly deeper on the grip. That one released just fine. And here we go, Jeff. We got the 4-5 Big Mac Hard 9. So finally we got the Big Mac. Today, like I said, yesterday I think we got it like 3 times. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna stick with that 5-4-5-4. That was a single pitch of the dice. It was on access. And we're gonna take down that 5 this time. And we're gonna look for one more hit. So we have 25 on the 4. We have $30 on a 6 and 25 on a 9. So we're looking for one more hit here. And then we will come down and we'll go to the 64 cross bet level. And I could actually go down. Let's go down right now because we have $83 brought back to the rack already. So let's go all down right now. Let's go with 64 cross. So we have $83 brought back. We have 87 on a table because of the ATS bet. And all bets set. Dice out. Dice kind of veered off to the right just a little bit. It means our wrist is a little bit left when we release them, but we have another 4-5 Big Mac Hard 9. And that would be Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Crapsee. So what we're going to do is we're going to start pressing the numbers that are hit. That's a $14 bring back. So we're going to actually drop in another dollar. We're going to make the 9 look like a quarter right away. $97 brought back to the rack. We have 102 on the table. So we're going to hopefully get at least one decent hit here so we can get back to that profit. But since we're hitting at 9, we might as well go up right away on it instead of doing a sister press like I normally do. So 5-4-5-4 hard reset and all bets set here. Dice out. A little short in the landing zone, guys, but we have a 3-6-9 now. So luckily we pressed that 9 up. 3-6-9, center field 9. So before we're hot on the 6s, now we're hot on the 9s. We're going to make that 9 look like $35. And this way we will be in the profit on this shooter now if we only do that $10 increase. So we have 132 brought back. We have 112 on the table. We need to make up a little bit for yesterday's bets as well as shooter number 2's bet as well here. So 5-4-5-4 hard reset and all bets set. Dice out. That was a little bit long this time. Guys, guess what we have? You will never guess. We have a 5 and we have a 4. We have the Big Mac Hard 9 again. So that is how many 9s in a row? That's 4 9s in a row. What are the chances of that? If I was doing the flip, I would have a couple $100 brought back to the rack. But unfortunately, we're not doing a flip, but we're going to make that 9 look like $60. And again, we're sticking with the 5-4-5-4. That's a single pitch. The last 3 of the last 4 were a single pitch of the dice, and one of them was a 1 dice off access. And all bets set. We have 15 people watching on YouTube now. Welcome. Make sure you say hi in the chat if you haven't done so already. Dice did cross this time, and we have a 2-4-6, the 2x4. So we're on that 6, and that is another hit here that we can start pressing our bets up with now. So we're going to make that 6 look like, we'll go right up to $30 on that. So again, we've got 195 brought back to the rack. We have 155 on the table, sticking with the hardware set. So Jeff is up to $75 to collect the black. And all bet set. A little short in that landing zone again. This time we got a 5-2 Bruce. So we need to get a little bit more length on these rolls, guys. A little bit more length. I messed up there. Let's go 5-2. There we go. So we got almost to the double digits on that one. Maybe shooter number 4 will be hot. Be a little bit better, hopefully. We made $40 off that last shooter. So again, we were in prime position on 2 of our numbers to start pressing up really nicely. So we had a double pitch, we had a bunch of single pitches, and we had 2 one dice off axis. So we're going to stick with that 5-4-5-4. And let's do this one. So let's go we're going to go $40 on that pass line bet this time. We're going to go $6 craps check. We're going to go 5-5-5 on the ATS. And we're going to go call that all bets set. And then we'll adjust our bets when we come out in a little bit here. So once you get a point established. Okay, all bets set, dice out. And I'm landing them short here, guys. I have to get closer to that back wall. We have a 6-1-7 on the come out. Again, do not work the come out as a 1-6, I'm sorry. Do not work those come outs with me, guys. Because I throw a lot of 7s and a lot of craps numbers on the come outs. Why? Have no explanation for you on that one, but we did make a little bit of money off of that come out. We actually made $19 off of that. So we're going to bring that pass line down to $30 now. And we're going to go with a $5 craps check. And we're going to go 5-5-5 on an ATS once again. Sticking with the hardware set. And let's call that all bets set here. Make sure you press that button, everyone. And here we go. And we have a 6-2 Duracell 8. Go out and support free live craps. So I guess Duracell's been working a lot lately, which is why he's not been on a lot of the chats, from my understanding. Hopefully that's the case for me, that he is working during my time, but we'll see. 5-4-5-4. And we have the 8 set. So we're going to go to the 66 inside times 2 is 120, 132 bet level on the inside. And then we're going to go to $20 on the 4 and 10. That's going to be a buy bet. So we have $20 on the 4 and 10. We have 30 on the 5 and 9. We have 36 on that 6. And we have no pass line odds. Yeah, it says he's been working a lot of hours from what I understand, and Jeff just confirmed that. So all bet set and dice out. And we have a 2-5-7. Guys, I don't know what's going on here. Let's do this one. So let's change our landing zone and maybe the how hard we're throwing it. So I apologize for that, guys. I'm sure you guys are going to need rebuys. This is not a good day for the shooting here. That was a 5-2. That was a double pitch. Let's go back to that 3-2-3-6 dice set. Just changing things up a little bit here to see if we can get a little bit of longevity to our roll. That was not very productive for me. I'm going to have to do a rebuy of myself pretty soon if I don't start making some of these bets here. $20 on the pass line, $3 craps check, 555 ATS, 3236, and let's change. We'll focus on that landing zone and maybe add a little bit more power to that roll, so we're not trying to finesse it into the end there. See if that makes a difference. And we have a 314 Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. That one hit the mixing bowl and kind of rolled right around. So 4 will be our new points. I did not watch Alfredo's video last night either. His is about an hour and a half or so long. He went live after the Big AZ show. So we're going to roll the dice back towards us. We're going to go 3 on the inside. We'll go 1 on the inside. So the 2V dice set on top. But from the title of his video, he said that he was having some bad rolls as well last night. So good morning, Larry. Magic Aces is in the house. So I'll bet set. And dice out. So let's hit that landing zone this time and try to give it a little bit more energy. Dice rolled off to the left again and crossed, and we have a 6-2 Duracell 8 again. So what we're going to do here is, oh shoot, I forgot to place my bets, guys. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. I was putting money out there. Let's go with the 160 cross bet level here, guys. That was my terrible mistake. Hope that it does not bite me in the butt here. We're going to roll the dice back towards us. We'll go 6 on the inside. We'll go 2 on the inside. We have the 3V dice set on the bottom. And we're going to call that all bet set. Dice out. And we have another 628 Duracell 8. Again, if you're liking these videos, go out and hit that like button on your way out of the video today. Do that the same for all the other content creators out there with videos that you do enjoy and do like watching. So throw that dice back towards us. We got a 6 on the inside. We have a 2 on the inside. Again, that 3V dice set on the bottom. So Larry's saying that SJ has some decent rolls in Vegas this last week. I believe he was down for the Big AZ meetup as well. And I'll bet set. Dice out. Hey, this is not my day. 617, ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. Oh my God. So let's focus on other things. Let's focus on that grip. Let's focus on the release. And we'll just run through the basics here. Oh my God. Watch this. Let's do this once, guys. I have $698 left in my bankroll. Let's do the $100 horseman level and see what happens with that. And normally what happens is when I switch my betting style around, I normally start getting, that starts hitting me there also. Going back to the hardware set. Let's work on that grip. Let's work on that release. These numbers that you're seeing today, guys, are not normal. For me, we had 0.7 outs there. Oh my God, 2.7 outs. We had a point, a number hit, and a point out, and then we had a 0.7 out on shooter number 2. So definitely short rolls today, definitely not good. We're gonna go $100 on that don't pass, and we'll call that all bet set. 5454. So we're gonna go $100 on a don't pass, so we'll do 3 $100 come bets. And we have a 538, so 8 will be our point. So I would probably bet accordingly today, watching the results of my throws. Disgusting, disgusting, disgusting. So we're going to $100 on the come bet. Again, 5454. That was a single pitch of the dice, by the way, on that last roll. So SJ started off the way I'm rolling today. I'll bet set. Yesterday I had mixed throwing. Monday I had really good throws. Last Friday I had good throws. And we got a 527. So maybe that horseman actually does pay off for me today. So I'm actually going to win $200 off of that roll, even though it was a 0.7 out. And that is the theme of the day. Guys, how many 0.7 outs can we get? Good morning, Freedom. Let's go for another shooter. If this is a 0.7 out, this would be our last shooter coming up. If it's not a 0.7 out, then we're going to keep on going. So I had people up into $700, $800 in profits today, and no one's above the 169 mark now. Oh my God. We're going to have 3 people in profit. Everybody else is in the negatives. And I am working my way back up. I'm negative 602 right now between yesterday and today for the most part. So 5454. You know what? Let's go to the all sevens and let's bet our normal thing. So let's go with a 65-12 dice set. So we're going to go with a 6512 dice set. Let's see if that makes a difference. So here we go, 6512. This is an all 7 set. And we're going to go with a $20 pass line bet. We're going to go 555 on the ATS. And we're going to go $3 crap check. And all bet set. 6512 dice set. Dice did cross. We have a 4, 6, 10. That'd be Waylon's best friend weighing it in, Daddy Joe. So that is the first 10, I believe, that we've had all day. Yes, it is. So let's make this one go here, guys. Again, we're going 6, 5, 1, 2 for the dice set. And we're going to go with the 160 cross bet level. And we'll call that all bets set as soon as a couple more people click that button. Here we go. Dice out. And we have a 2-3, Justice 5, the Justice Gen 5. So 5 will be our first hit, 2, 3, 5. And since I am ruining my bankroll, we're going to go for the gusto here. Let's do a 32 across press. Obviously, we have the 10 covered by the pass line. So let's go with $10 in pass line odds. Again, 6, 5. 1, 2 is our dice set. And all bet set. These are splitting apart. Let's regrip them. Dice landed and they stuck, and we hit that point right away. 4, 6, 10. So we have a buckshot. Actually, yeah, that was our point. So that is nice. So again, we're going to stick with the $10 pass line bet this time. So we'll bring that 20 down to 10, and we'll go with a $2 crap check. 6, 5, 1, 2. So that was an explosion of that right dice. So that was one dice off axis. And all bets set. And we have a 3-3 hard 6, the double degen. Chris from Dice Degen. So 6 will be our new point. We're going to take that $36 off the 6. We're going to put $25 in pass line odds. And we will make the 10 look like $30. We're going to take one hit here, and then we're going to regress our bets down. So again, we got the 6, 5, 1, 2. And all bets set. And that one die on it is always sticking on the end here. One of them are sticking and one of them goes to the end. 6, 4, 10. So that is 3 10s that we've shot on the shooter, and I believe they were all 6 4s or 4 6s. So that's going to be a hit on that 10, which is nice. So that's going to allow us to bring our bets down. And let's go with 96 across bet level. So we have 129 brought back to the rack. We have 103 on the table currently. 6, 5, 1, 2. And all bets set. And we have a 1, 5, 6. That would be the KitchenAid mixer. Chris from Sideshow Gamble. I had heard that he's supposed to be coming back in November, but then in the chat the other day, he said that it's looking not so promising that he'll be back at that time. So hopefully he is safe. Hopefully he does make his way back soon to us. Stuff we missed, and definitely is a great part of the craps community. That was our point, by the way, that we hit. So we had hit 2 points so far. So again, we're going to be coming out $10 pass line bet, $2 craps check, and we're going to be looking for a 3rd point. Hopefully it's a different number so that we can work on hitting that fire bet. 6, 5, 1, 2 is our dice set, and we're going to go all bet set. Dice up. And we have a 6, 1, 7 on the come out. 7s are hot and heavy today. That's why we don't work the come outs here. That was a natural 6, 1, 7. Again, we're going to stick with that $10 pass line. Oh, actually, we're going to go back to $20 pass line bets. And we're going to go back up on the ATS 555. And we're going to go with a $3 craps check. Okay, 6, 5, 1, 2. And that was a natural, by the way. That was a primary hit. So the 6 and the 1 is on top when we started. It ended up on top when it finished on that last row. 132 brought back to the rack so far. So we're definitely in a profit finally for this shooter. And we got dice out. And we have 4, 6, 10 again. So how many 4, 6 10s have we thrown with this shooter? Talk about consistency of dice rolls. So 10 is our point. We're going to take that $15 off the 10. We're going to move it to the 6 and make it look like 18. Six, 5, 1, 2 is our dice set. And hit that button so we can go all bet set here, guys. And all bet set. Dice put apart when they left my fingers. We got lucky. We have a 5, 6 mid-mo-yo. That would be Chiro coming to us from above. So 5, 6. Get one of the hard numbers out of the way. Again, we resorted to this hard all 7 set. We resorted to the all 7 set because of our results from our throw study. This is shooter number 8 for the day. We normally don't go past 4 or 5. So we are definitely up there in the shooter numbers. But the all 7 set does seem to be doing the trick so far. And we have a 4, 5, 9, the Big Mac hard 9. And that's going to allow us to go to $25 on that 5 and 9. So we're going to sister press them. And this is the funny thing, guys, about dice rolling, especially daily and especially live in front of everybody, is the fact that you cannot hide. You cannot, you know, change things around saying you're this or that. It is what it is. What I roll is what I roll. You're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days. So just like Roger OMC Craps says in the chat, well, it happens, Joe, try again tomorrow. And I agree with that. So all bet set here. And dice out. And you're going to run into this in the casino as well. You're going to have hot days, you're going to have cold days, days in between. And we have the hard 8, the square pair. And one of the things that I'm noticing today is that my landing zone is not consistent. You look on my really good days, the landing zone is super consistent. And today we're kind of bouncing around in about 3 or 4 different spots. Sometimes the dice are sticking to the table, they don't actually move. Sometimes they do. We're going to go drop in $3. We're going to put the 6 and 8 to $30. Again, we're sticking with that all 7 set. And you got to try different things at the table as well until you find something that is working. So Red Eye says the all 7 is a good set, and that's not a set that I normally use. I know that some people do use it all the time. I know Arnell from Dice Grinders, that is one of his primary sets, is the all 7 set. I have hot and cold results with it usually. Dice out. But today is obviously, until now, a good use of it. But we have a 3, 4, 7, ouch. So that is going to be the end of our rolling here, guys. A little painful for me to continue on here. but at least we got to that double digit on this last shooter. But hey, let's go through our statistics and see where we're at for today. If you look at the numbers, we had a total of 8 shooters. We had a 9 and a 12 as our top shooters. All the rest of them were 0.7 outs, except for that 8 as that first shooter. The 4s were sort of working for us today. 6 were working for us, and 9s and 8s were also doing good. We had an SOR today of a measly 5.0. We had an SRR of 3.6 with 3 come out 7s. Box numbers are a little bit more expected. Inside were expected. 4s and 10s were higher than expected. Come out 7s are definitely more than expected. Horns and fields are low today. Hardways are low, and we're on a dark side play. Looking at our statistics for the brown belt level so far, we've got through the end of yesterday, we have 1,533 throws in. We have an SOR of 9.78 and an SRR of 7.39. And obviously the throwing today will bring those numbers down a little bit, but hopefully not too much. But anyhow, hey guys, thanks for joining in today. Who's on the leaderboard says Red Eye. Let's go through and check that out really quick. Red Eye is asking because he is actually number 1 place right now because he was obviously playing Dark Sided on me or something. But he's in first place at $1,775. Next is Press Regress at $169. Brick Paul is at 126 positive, and all the rest of us are in the negatives. I am currently in 11th place, although there's 4 people in the top 11 that I do not believe played. They just are on the table. They all are at 0, so I do not believe they actually played. So if you look at the numbers on here, I'm actually in 7th place. But anyhow, guys, thanks for joining in today. I hope that you guys do stop back tomorrow. I hope that tomorrow is a better rolling day, better shooting day for us. But my name is Joe. This is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours.